Hello, good morning. So I am going to share another video on sex transmutation. And I woke up this morning in this beautiful daydream and I shared about it on Instagram at the millionaire Sha'woman. A little bit of a naughty vision, actually, a naughty daydream. And just a reminder, that this intimacy that we seek, it's actually not about chasing a climax or ending in a release. It is about creating new realities. And the minute that we can get over any lust or desire into this beautiful place of creation, this is where we're actually literally creating miracles in our world from this life force that we are circulating within. It is a current. I went to a beautiful full moon circle at the weekend and was really getting into the embodiment practices, the movement, the breath. And then all of a sudden she's telling us to pull this life coaching wheel of life thingy out from underneath our mats and score our lives. And I just realized how I'm not in resonance with that anymore. I'm not going to score my life on a 0 to 10 from any place of lack, because I'm just constantly asking the question how I'm honoring this current that's running through me. And this is the ancient wisdom of the Isis initiates, the priestesses, Hathor, how they circulated energy through the body, not to exhaust it, but to multiply it. And today's video is going to show you how, and literally why it changes everything as well. In ancient Egypt, intimacy was an art, and people were taught how to hold, circulate, amplify, and they used the energetic template of the body that I talked about in my last video, these 13 energetic gates. And when this was mastered, this energy would overflow out into life as love, as art, as abundance, as power, as creativity. And I'm really experiencing that right now. It's not just about what happens in bed, it is how this energy shapes your entire reality. So, are you ready to dig in? So I'm calling this the higher path of intimacy, really seeing energy, because I think one of the things that is incorrect about sex transmutation is that we should stay celibate. That's not true at all. We can exchange our sexual energy with another, but it is a sacred energetic exchange, not a transaction of any sort of physical pleasure. Again, not that you do not get physical pleasure. In fact, everything is amplified. It is the most incredible experience that you'll ever experience, and the most natural high, but it's not a chase anymore. It is not a climax anymore, and it is not lustful in any way anymore. So this isn't beginner work. It's for those who are ready to master their own energy before merging it with another. And this also isn't just about sex. This is about how you circulate your energy in all areas of life, coming away from self-abandonment, which is where we are transactional around our energy because we are looking for the exchange of safety, of love, of feeling wanted, of feeling chosen, to actually, because there we're pushing the energy out, right? We're pushing it out. We feel a force. We end up in patterns of hustle. We end up in misalignment. This is actually about really learning to keep your energy within, feel it in circulation, feel the grace, feel the ease, feel the flow, and feel the fucking magnetism, because this pulls what you've always been chasing in. So going to this beautiful Isis, initiation, the temples of Dendera, Hathor. She was the goddess, I should say, actually, of love, of music and ecstatic creation. And I have really worked with her energy to unleash my own, to really allow myself to be the expression of me that I used to hide away out of shame, to move my body, to express my sexual energy, to be sensual, to be a woman, to be divine, to know I am a fucking goddess, and that is nothing to do with what I look like. It's my frequency. And so, you know, this training, this initiation was about holding your frequency in divine union within yourself before ever entering into any sort of union with another person. And you, from this self-mastery comes this incredible co-creation where you literally feel like the universe is in co-creation with you. Well, you know you are the universe, right? You know that you are creating everything. You know that everything is just a mirror. There is no other. There is only you. It's all a fucking simulation. And that is when life can seriously start to become, you know, not just a ride, not just light, not just joyful, not just playful from your innocence, but impactful as well. You can lean into your soul. You can choose your soul frequency in every single moment. And literally everything that you can do can be on purpose, can be from love, unconditional love instead of fear. So what must be embodied first? I'm trying to figure a way to explain this in short terms. You become aware of your energy body, right? You become aware that you are energy. And you begin to understand your body as a template from the Kabbalah, from the ancient knowledge of the sacred geometry, and where all these points in your body are what they mean, what they mean in terms of your blocks, in terms of your soul's lessons, in terms of your ascension. And then you have to really become absolutely in control of your nervous system. You know, your ability to hold pleasure must be the same, equal to your ability to hold discomfort. You cannot collapse at either end of the polarity, right? Fear, needing to discharge, needing to run away, needing to fold in. That holding has to hold. And this is because both energies of either extreme are the same. It's all one energy. It is only our projection that makes one better than the other, right? Then comes this purity of intention, this purification completely, actually, which makes intimacy come from this place of knowing your body as a temple, not as an escape. So this is where this drips into all of your addictions, all of those dopamine-led addictions, your phone, porn, you know, even sexual intercourse, foods, alcohol, vices, any way that you come out of your body. This is about doing the opposite, coming in, being able to sit with discomfort, and specifically the void of external validation, the void of confirmation, the void of any single certainty that you are okay. You begin to know that you are okay because you are your security. You are the creator. This is complete sovereignty. Sovereignty isn't a label, an idea, an achievement. It is literally not having to seek anything from another, from outside of yourself, and choosing to amplify your wholeness. And then you can choose to amplify your wholeness in partnership with another. And this is where your relating experiences come away from codependency. There's no attachment to an outcome. There's no need to have a label on something. There's no fear that anything can be lost. Imagine how your life can change when you can master this within yourself in the area of your sexual energy, but in a way that bleeds out into all of your life. You're no longer attached to needing a job, needing a person, needing a thing, needing validation. You're no longer afraid of judgment. You can be in your true expression. This is powerful stuff. These 13 gates and the circulation process, it is the key to absolute freedom. So the flow begins from the root. We know this is where the serpent is coiled, where the energy is stored, where it's often locked within people. And we basically learn to move it with our consciousness, with our breath, through the gates, through each gate. Now, there's certain conditions that this has to happen, right? This has to happen in a place of enjoyment, pleasure, being switched on without that lustful intention. We are stirring the chemicals of the body, the oxytocin, the serotonin, creating our own dopamine hit, but not in a way that we're looking for the explosion, right? That's what we're doing in life. We're looking for the explosion. We're looking for the next hit. We're looking for the next outcome. We're looking for the next achievement. And then it's on to the next one. It's this rush. It is completely the opposite of this, which is about presence in the moment, silence, stillness, complete intimacy with another, with yourself. Now, again, we can look at this in terms of our life and our intimacy with life. If we can't be fully intimate with ourselves, if we can't be fully intimate with another, how are we being intimate with every single moment? How are we getting everything from every single moment of our life? This is why we end up on our deathbeds in regrets, because we just weren't here now. We were choosing to be elsewhere. We were choosing to be in separation, in the mind's stories, in the mind's attachments, in the mind's labels. And the way that we come out of the mind and into union is with breath. It all starts in the breath. If you are together with another person, it is in syncing the breath. It is in holding the gaze of their eyes. It is becoming one energetically before you even touch one another. And then this energy is flowing in a gate, through the gates in a loop, between each other, up and out. They receive you, you receive them. It is this slow, spiraling, beautiful build. There's no hurry. We use sound, we use touch, we use presence to keep this incredible current alive. And why this matters is because in doing this, we are amplifying the energy. When we are in a sexual experience, rush, 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 push, 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 get the orgasm, hit the peak, the energy is depleted. We see people have sex, then roll over, right? It's gone, it's done. You're empty, not full, not filled. It's like two rivers merging into an ocean. Neither loses their flow, but both become something greater. Because in this circulation, in this amplification, in this movement through the gates, there's wisdom. There's not just an orgasm at the end of a sexual encounter. There is fucking higher consciousness, realization, self-realization, clarity, peace, higher frequency. And what happens as you come out of this experience is that your creativity surges. Instead of being depleted, done, you are ready, you are open, you will birth art, you will birth projects, you will birth visions without force. You'll become, your third eye is just open. Your world becomes fucking see-through. It's insane. It's like being psychic. It is this knowing, this heart knowing, this intuition beyond anything that you've ever known. And this is why this practice has to be done, I believe, in this day and age, because there's so few people doing this properly, with yourself first. It shifts your relationships. You embody this deeper compassion, this magnetism. Like, you are never, it's funny because you let go of everything, you let go of everyone in this journey, and then you are literally surrounded by love. This magnetism pulls everything that you were chasing towards you, but you don't need it anymore. Your synchronicities, your manifestations accelerate because your field is charged and coherent all the time, in spite of what is going on. Like climbing to the top of a tree, right? Leaving all the shit behind that you were in the thick of. Climbing a tree, looking back down, having a higher perspective, knowing that it never goes away. You just change, you shift, you hold this grounded, coherent life force. You can be the tree, just moving, rather than collapsing, breaking, falling down. So in the Hathor way, the initiates practice this often without any physical penetration at all. It was a devotion to divine, and they used the temples as energetic crucibles. Sound. Hathor had a sistrum, other instruments to guide the circulation, and the purpose was to create harmony in the world, not just pleasure in the moment. So this is just the surface of what is possible when intimacy becomes an alchemical path. And if you want to go deeper, I have a subliminal in my app, the Awakened Wealth app, and this is going to be your first step. I was remembering how my first step into all of this was actually using subliminals. Before I got into breath work, before I got into meditation, and before I started being coached, I used some powerful subliminals to simply begin to rewire my subconscious. And this is an area where we really need to rewire the subconscious. All of the programming that we have, it runs so deep. So you can get my subliminal, the connection code, on my app. It is in the paid membership area, but you can get a 7-day free trial. And this is a subliminal sound field to retrain your body to circulate, not leak your life force. Let go of the limiting stories, the limiting programs that are deeply embedded in your subconscious mind, and anchor you into the safety, love, and power you need from within to begin digging deeper into this work. So the link for your free trial to that app, 7 free days, you can try this subliminal for absolutely free in there in the description. And if you don't like the paid membership of the app, there is a free area that you can keep using once you have signed up and downloaded that onto your phone. It's available on Apple and on Android. Either way, enjoy. This is powerful work. This really is the beginning of unleashing your creative power, and I can't wait to dig deeper into this with you.